Welcome to BiRD News. I'm Gail Stormwing.
And I'm Ramford Beekman. So Gail, did you get to see it yet?
I did. Now tell me, what do you think is more likely, a Thal in the next sequel or Thal TLC?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Mostly, but if life finds a way, maybe so can an update. On this episode of BiRD News, what's stirring up trouble in Salt Flats, do Meg's own GP, server spotlight, and more. Escalating reports of overly aggressive turtle activity in Salt Flats have been coming in for some time now. Today we head out to investigate and uncover the truth behind those claims. And by we, I mean Ramford.
That's right, Gail. Reports have been coming in as long as the turtles have been here. It seems the devs were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should. And as usual, it is us who are left to deal with the aftermath. Assets out of containment and no sense of where they fit in the food chain, rampaging to claim dominion over the region. Sir, are you affiliated with the so-called Agro Turtle Coalition? I'll take that as a yes. But not everyone here is hostile. This little creature has been following me since I got here. I named her Dolores.
Ramford, no, we're not doing this.
But Gail, she already knows her name. She's very smart, if you know what I mean.
No, Ramford, I'm not calling her a clever girl and you're not taking her with you.
Okay, back to the turtles. Why does this always happen to me? How is this even journalism?
How is this even journalism, indeed? Moving on, let's go to Grand Plains, where Colt is witnessing something seemingly brought back from extinction against better judgment, and it is already spiraling out of control.
Colt Skyhammer here in Grand Plains, indeed seeing something that hasn't been seen in a long time. A full-scale megpack reliving the glory days of when these groups terrorized the servers and dispensed venom and PTSD in equal measure. This is, by all definitions, a large-scale KOS operation, but there's something oddly nostalgic about it.
Thank you, Colt, for that glimpse into a lost world when Megs ruled the Earth.
Do you remember life before the meteorite changed everything? Before the hat's wings darkened the skies? Before critters infested every corner of the map? We remember. Wander down to the old IC to reminisce about the old days and to complain about everything else.
Back in my day, there was a pond here. Not a critter in sight. Just bodies on the ground. And the constant fear that the next one could be yours.
I respect three subspecies: balanced, speed, and defense. Once that changed, everything went downhill. I'd moved back to Pandura, but I forgot how to use the login screen. And I sure ain't asking one of them Aquilas for help.
At Gondwa Historical Preservation Society, we care about what you have to say. To report OP critters, file update complaints, or recall the good old days, call our general support line. If you think you still own IC, it might be time to get help. Call our hotline today.
Thank you for calling the Gondwa Historical Preservation Society. To report OP critters, press 1. To offer an opinion on the current update, press 2. For general complaints about anything added after the Gondwa release, press 3. If you're calling to ask when your main is getting a TLC, please hang up.
Gondwa Historical Preservation Society. Proudly preserving the past, complaining about the present, and resisting the future.
This is Meteo Aerocrest with a brand new segment, Community Server Spotlight. I'm excited to introduce you to this week's featured server, Olympus Realism. As a fantasy realism server, Olympus offers the expected passive growth, boosted marks, fantasy mods, and permadeath. But where else can you go to get a blessing from a Greek god? Come to grow, hunt, nest, survive, and thrive on the only server where fantasy realism gameplay meets divine intervention, Olympus Realism.
If you have a new or growing server and would like to be featured in Mateo's Community Spotlight, reach out to us. Also, if you still haven't voted in my Cutest Baby Facebook poll, what are you doing with your life?
The winner will be featured in my very first special edition episode. And speaking of social media...
And with that, it's a wrap. Thank you for watching BiRD News, and we'll see you next time.